Hey Samford fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfee. Very happy today to be joined by Jacob Tryon, senior center on the Samford men's basketball team. Jacob, appreciate you being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Well, let's start with your journey to Samford because it's certainly an interesting one. You played 1 year of junior college, then 2 years at Portland, and then this year in April you transferred to New Mexico State. You applied for a waiver to play immediately, and the waiver was denied, and then you transfer again to Samford. This time the waiver goes through, so here you are, you're playing for the Bulldogs. Just kind of run us through the whole situation from your perspective.
Yeah, so after Portland, I kind of just wanted to make a change, and New Mexico State, hit me up. I knew the assistant coach from when he recruited me to JC, and I thought that was a good spot for me, and we were waiting on the waiver for a long time. Like, we had put it together, and we were just waiting probably a few months, even before I got out there. And then finally, right before, I think first day of school, supposed to start next day, I find out that night, oh yeah, your waiver didn't go through. So now I have to pivot and basically go find a new school. And thankfully, they were very accommodating, and they helped me find, Coach Arnold here, and kind of go from there with Samford. So it worked out in the end. I'm glad I'm here. So blessing in disguise, maybe.
Well, you're a California native. You've been on the West Coast your whole life. What has that transition been like, moving so far away from your family and coming over to the Southeast for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I've never really been to the South too many times or in this area of the country. So, I mean, I'm used to traveling, but maybe not so much out here. So I'm looking forward to getting to know the areas and spots around here a little bit more.
Well, let's talk about your game on the court. Obviously, you bring some size and some length to this program, but as Samford fans saw this past weekend at Belmont, you're not afraid to step out beyond the arc and shoot the three, 4 for 5 from deep in that big road win against Belmont. You had 17 points, 7 boards in that win, and you also led Portland last year in three-point shooting percentage, so it's not something that's necessarily new to you. Has that always been a part of your game?
Most definitely. I've always kind of, I look at Dirk or Pau Gasol growing up, and as a Laker fan, I wasn't Kobe, so I had to be, Pau Gasol, or I like Dirk Nowitzki's game, so I was always shooting. And high school was probably 1 or 2 threes a game, kind of stay inside more, just because you have such a height advantage most of the time in high school. I mean, just going forward, that was always something I kind of wanted to improve at, and just the way the game's going now, everyone has to shoot, or it seems like everyone is able to shoot, even the big fives. So that's just something that I wanted to work on and continue to work on. And yeah, Portland, they put me more as a 4. So I think having the versatility of being able to go inside, outside is very, helpful for me. And also I just like to play that way too. So
what is it that you want to bring to the Samford men's basketball program?
I would just say maybe experience, and, we have some younger guys. We also have some older guys. So being able to kind of be a leader and, show guys, by example, how to get through certain situations. And then also the on-the-court stuff of being able to stretch the floor and play the style of play that Coach Bucky is trying to bring in here, fast-paced, a lot of pace and space, make the extra pass, and make decisions on the fly. I think, that fits my style pretty well. So,
what are maybe 1 or 2 areas that you would like to improve on or are working to improve on?
Well, I would say always getting bigger just is my thing. I have a really, slender frame, so trying to put some more weight on still, that's always a thing, working with Ferris in the weight room and just continue to work on that. And then also I would say just being more physical, being able to play with those bigger fives and still be able to guard 4s. So I don't know, I would say defense and being able to guard the 5s, the 4s, and, not having to kind of switch off or have to hide me or anywhere on defense. So.
Looking at that big road win over Belmont, in your eyes, what were some of the biggest adjustments that you guys made as a team?
I think, the biggest message that we had going into the game was just to out-tough them. And I think that going into the game, we had a lot of fight going in there. And it was more like a desire of we're not going to lose this game kind of thing. And we should be here. If we play hard, we'll put ourselves in a good position. And we decided, normally we trap the post, we decided to go man-on-man in the post, and we know that they're a post-heavy team. They like to duck in with their big man, so that was a challenge that he kind of put on the centers, and as well as, the guards being aware of, we're going to dig and help out. So I think being able to change that up kind of helped us, and, being able to fight with that big man and kind of limit what he wanted to do helped us kind of get, disrupt their rhythm, and then help us as well kind of just get in their heads a little bit. But I think it was a good team win. I think, something to build off of, definitely.
For sure. All right, Jacob, we're going to end with some rapid fire questions, some about you and then some about your teammates.
All right, cool.
All right, any pets at home?
Yeah, I have a dog, half pit bull, half boxer. He's sweet, but he acts like a crazy lunatic sometimes, like any other dog. So.
What's his name?
7.
Very cool. Favorite genre of music?
I would say rap or R&B, something like that, yeah.
Favorite thing about Samford University? I know you haven't been here long, but favorite thing, outside of obviously playing for the basketball program?
Other than basketball, I like the food. I don't know.
Lots of good food in the South in general.
Yeah, definitely. So I would say the food.
Favorite professional sports teams? I know you mentioned the Lakers already. Anyone else?
Yeah, definitely the Lakers. I like the Chargers. I don't even want to mention it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like the Chargers. But I would say let's just focus on the Lakers because they're winning and they're probably gonna win it again this year.
There you go. There you go. Dream job after basketball?
Dream job. I'm in school for business, so something in that field, maybe owning properties or something like that.
Moving on to your teammates. Cleanest locker?
Cleanest locker. I'm gonna say Logan, but I'm not too confident in that answer.
Okay. How about messiest locker?
Messiest locker? Oh, I mean, maybe AJ. Maybe AJ. Might even be mine, because mine gets pretty messy sometimes. But
how about most fashionable?
Most fashionable. I think I like KJ swag. KJ got some swag to him.
Most likely to sleep the entire bus ride?
Jaren. Just because I was sitting behind him, he was knocked out. So.
Most likely to win the TV show Survivor?
Survivor? Oh, that's Marcellus for sure.
Why is that?
Because he's just like, I don't know, I feel like he would outlast everyone. Like, you wouldn't be able to find him. He would be hunting, and maybe him or Logan together, they'd be a good duo in Survivor, but I'll give it to Celis for this time.
All right, Jacob, I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
That's Jacob Tryon. I'm John McAfee. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola.